Hi Capricorn, welcome to the channel. Sarah here for Lioness Moon Intuitive Tarot. We are going to do your reading today for the week of April 6th to the 12th, 2025. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave out what does not. If you are interested in having a personal reading done by me, the information on how to obtain that is in the description box below this video. All right, Capricorn. We are going to tap into the energies today of Capricorn spirit. What does Capricorn need to know right now? What does Capricorn need to know right now? There's something about a lack of reciprocity right now in your life. There, you may be met with a very needy energy. You may be feeling needy. It does. Okay, so here's what I've got. Okay, Capricorn, we've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So those are both Taurus energy. What I'm getting here is that there's been some sort of period of time where you have invested, you've invested your time towards something. It looks like there may have been a lot of generosity in coming from one end. It could be from having been from your end, where you're in a situation where you're constantly giving to a connection and there's been no real return on your investment. So again, this just denotes the idea that there's some sort of lack of reciprocity that you're dealing with. There's somebody who you feel like you're having a very difficult time working with here, like you're having a hard time working with this person. So what I've got here also is that this was a situation where Spirit is telling me that you should have been able to predict the consequences of your actions. So either this is, typically what this actually means is that either you've been through this with this person before, or you've been in a situation similar to this with somebody else, and the red flags were there, and you may have ignored them. It also looks like somebody here may be feeling regretful or anxious for having gotten yourself into this situation. And somebody here is considering running, is what I've got here with that Knight of Swords. Can we get a little bit more on this energy for Capricorn, please? If it doesn't resonate with you and your situation, it's probably not your reading. You can check your other placements because your message could be there. I do just read tarot cards. That's what I do. When I look at the tarot cards, I read them for what they are, and it's really not personal if it's not resonating with you. I feel like I have to say it because I get a lot of hate from people. Like, I guess tarot can be pretty triggering for people. So this is what I've got. Okay, we've got Child here. She's so pretty. Okay, what I've got here is that, again, remember I had just finished saying that there's a situation where Spirit is saying that you should have been able to predict the consequences of your actions. Now I'm seeing Child. I'm getting that there's something that has been repeated here. Something, either you've been involved with this person before, or there's something similar to this situation that is resonant of something else that you had gone through. But Spirit is saying that should have been predicted. You may have a choice right now in moving in a new direction. We do see the Choices card. There is something that it looks like you are processing and realizing that there's been no real return on investment here. And I did see that there was the potential for you, who's feeling really nervous or potentially even really regretful about getting involved in this, where it looks like you may want to run. So this may not be a romance, by the way. This could be anything. There may be more than one person involved in this connection or in this situation too. There could be people talking. Birds kind of denotes gossip. So you may be talking to people about this situation. Got to take that one as it resonates. Can we get more on this for Capricorn, please? Toxic. You're caught up in a toxic connection or a toxic situation, and there is the potential right now for there to be some sort of upheaval. This is the equivalent of the Tower, and this might have something to do with the potential to run. I'm seeing that somebody here is considering running here because they feel stuck. There's like this feeling of being stuck here. All right. So what led to this? What led to this energy, Spirit? What led to this energy? What led to this? It looks like whatever it was that you are involved with right now was something that you saw as very hopeful. This may have been something that you felt like you wanted to try and heal in your life, but the star is showing up. So it does look like there was something about this that felt like you wanted to heal. I'm getting that there's a potential that... So it's what I've got here is that there's been turbulent waters with this person. You've been going through something turbulent with somebody and you wanted to be able to heal something here. And so this is what I've got, okay, is that there's almost like this aversion of disaster here. You stayed in turbulent waters to try and heal something, but it's not looking like it's working out. It's like Spirit is telling you, or is acknowledging that this was something that potentially needs to, fall. This tower needs to fall, okay? And you're averting it. You're keeping it up. You're holding on to something that may need to be let go of. You've been holding on to something, and it does look like... So what I'm getting here too is that for some of you, you may have had to walk away from something else in order to, or you may have returned to something after this had been abandoned. So what I've got here is that for a lot of you, somebody had tried to abandon this situation potentially, or something else was abandoned in order to come towards this. But it does look like there was some sort of returning to this in order to heal this situation that led to what's going on right now. And I'm getting very strongly here with the child and the choices is that there was something else. There was potentially something else there, but you returned to something from your past to try and rectify something, make it better, heal it. We've got the mountain here. So you felt like this was an obstacle that you needed to try and iron out the kinks for. And there was something that was unexpected about this. You may be dealing with a false person here. You may be so whatever it was that you're dealing with, you thought that you wanted to try and heal, it looks like whoever this is that you've been connected to is somebody who may wear a mask. This person may be somebody who acts a certain way in public, and then behind closed doors, they become a completely different person. So what's in the future for this situation for Capricorn? What's in the future? What's in the future? You're going to gain knowledge about something. And it looks like it's going to have something that's going to cause you to withdraw your love from this situation. It looks like you're going to withdraw from this situation here. there may have been some other situation as well that you had withdrawn your love from. But it looks like whatever this is, and I'm getting that for some of you, I just heard it, so I'm going to mention it. For some of you, there is this need, or it's almost like you may need to get out of lack mentality. And I don't know if this lack mentality is related to material, or if this is related to actual emotional lack. But it looks like there's this lack mentality that is in existence here that you may need to gain knowledge on. And whatever this is going to cause you to withdraw from this situation, is what I'm getting here. This may be, for some of you, this may be an actual marriage, an actual marital connection that you may end up needing to set a boundary of some sort, or you may end up deciding to cut this out because of the need to follow a different calling here. Can we get more on the Page of Swords to the Ace of Cups in reverse? There, yes, okay, so for some of you, now we got the Ring here. For some of you, this is a marriage, and it looks like there's going to be a withdrawal from this connection. Because it looks like no matter how hard you try to make it work, it doesn't seem to be working out for you. There may be something to do with communication coming in that is written in the stars that is going to bring about some level of knowledge for you. You're going to gain knowledge on something, and it looks like it may be through communication, and it's potentially, whatever this is going to cause you to withdraw. It does look like whatever it is that you're going. So if you're Capricorn, I just want to say that if you're in what you feel is a happy marriage, this isn't your reading, because whoever it is that I'm reading for right now already acknowledges that there has been a lot of problems. I'm even getting for a lot of you that you had already split from this situation at one point and may have returned, okay? It just looks like it's been very turbulent. So the obstacle is the Lovers. So there may be a choice here. The obstacle is that there's potentially a choice here, and it may be in love. You may need to find the courage and the strength to move in a new direction. There is choices. For some of you, Capricorn, I did notice in the past position as well that there was this feeling of, because I was trying to understand why it was that I had seen the Eight of Cups, which is basically an abandonment card, walking away from something, but it looked like you were walking away from something in order to go and heal this connection. So there may have been another situation that you were trying to feel your way through and decided to return to this connection, is what I'm getting here. But it does look like you may need to find the strength to detach from this situation. That's going to be the challenge here, because it looks like it's going nowhere. And it does look like there is something that's unknown here for you right now that is going to come through in a message. We've got that same information up here in the future, and now there's something that it looks like you're going to learn something that you don't already know that's going to cause you to want to detach. That's what I said. Interesting, we get the same message twice here. There's something that's going to cause, this could, and again, this may have something to do with another connection, okay? It's showing up that there's a woman involved here. The gender's fluid in these general readings, so I mean, you got to take that as it resonates. But this is somehow, this could be a woman who's communicating with you about something here. There is a message coming in. And it's going to be something that's concerning to you. And here's what I've got, okay, Capricorn. There is potentially another connection that you already know about. This is another connection that you may have considered and kind of abandoned that, but it looks like you have the potential. We see choice here. We see choice here. The bridge, you could possibly potentially bridge a gap between yourself and somebody else here. But in order to do that, it does look like you are going to have to sacrifice something else that isn't very good for you anyways. So the advice here for Capricorn, what is the advice? Your advice is to be step into your confidence. There may be, you may have leadership qualities, or spirit might be just telling you you are in the driver's seat here, and you need to potentially step into your confidence here. There's something here. I'm getting, so this is what I'm getting, is that you're being taken advantage of here. I was reading it right at the very beginning. There's something that you're giving to, there's a situation that you're giving to right now that you are not seeing any real return on your investment. And that doesn't mean that I believe that a marriage is transactional or anything like that, but it is a union of equal give and take. And if you're not getting anything in return, even an emotional token, it's time to reconsider things. Yes, because there's something that's burdening you right now. You're taking on way more burden, and you're taking on way more burden than you should be taking on, is what I've got, okay? So here's what I've got, is that there's a potential that there is another energy here. And there's another energy here that you may have considered exploring, and you didn't get a chance to explore it the way that you had wanted to explore it because you're in this other situation. You feel tethered to another situation. But you have the potential to drop that burden and move in one direction here, and not really be there's no reason to really be worried about the potential for juggling. You may be, by the way, you may be connected to somebody who is an attention seeker here, and may get, again, I'm seeing that there's something that's coming in as far as communication goes that's going to bestow some level of knowledge that you don't already know. We saw the moon, we see the Page of Swords here. We keep seeing message. There's some sort of message of concern that's going to cause you to want to withdraw. It's just, I'm seeing, and I feel like you may be connected right now to somebody who has low self-worth, and as a result they kind of seek out attention in places that are how do I say this, it provides them with what they believe to be confidence, but it's actually not confidence. It denotes low self-esteem. And I'm just going to say, like, this is somebody who has fidelity issues in a lot of cases. So it may not be the case for all of you, but there is this energy here, so I'm going to read it. And and here's what I've got too, okay, Capricorn, is that exactly what I had read already, that you should have, Spirit is acknowledging that you should have been able to predict the consequences of your actions. You're going to have to deal with the karma of having the regret that goes along with realizing, I already knew this was going to happen. With the Nine of Swords and the Fool in reverse here. So can we get more on the King of Wands to the Ten of Wands, please? Yeah, you may end up bridging a gap between yourself and somebody else who you had been connected to that you abandoned. And it might happen quite suddenly. I'm not saying that this sudden wealth that doesn't necessarily always mean material. This could just mean you may experience a sudden wealth it could be emotional wealth, you know. There's that messenger, there's the rider. This is a message you're going to get. There's something to do with a message. There's something coming in. There's something that you're going to learn about something here that is going to cause you to want to make a new choice. And it has something to do with bridging the gap between yourself and somebody who you had potentially walked away from. What's the outcome here for Capricorn before we tie this up, wrap this up? We've got the Nine of Wands in reverse. It looks like you're going to give up on the connection. You're going to cut somebody out. You're not, there is somebody else, or there is something else. There's another choice. You're going to make the choice. You're not going to debate anymore. You're not going to be considering, there is something that you're going to learn about somebody's character here that you may not already know, or you may already suspect something, and it's whatever it is that you suspect is potentially exactly what you suspected, because we keep seeing the Fool in reverse. So and it looks like there's something that looks like it had been laid to rest that may be coming back for you. And this, whatever this is going to, and because of the fact that you're dropping this other situation, this actually it's going to make it so that things are going to move along more smoothly for you, is what I'm getting. Can we get more on the Nine of Wands in reverse to the Queen of Swords? You're giving up. You're going to cut something out. What else? There may be something to do with feeling at home with somebody else, or going closer to home for some of you. The House and Home card shows up, and it looks like there's you have another connection here. I was seeing it at the very beginning, and now I'm seeing it again. There's another connection for you, and it looks like it looks very good, actually. It looks like this is something that you may want to consider exploring here after having gone through some really difficult times here. So, Capricorn, I almost called you Cancer. All right, so Capricorn, if you have a question, you might want to consider it about this situation. And I'm going to, because some of these cards are yeses and nos. So what can we get some angel guidance here for Capricorn? No. If you had a question, the answer is no. All right. What else? Let go. There's something about letting go of something here. I mean, it does look very toxic based on what I'm seeing here. And reconsider something. So like I said, there's something from the past that it looks like you may have walked away from. You might want to reconsider something. Choose a new direction. All right, so Capricorn, that is your reading for the week of April 6th to the 12th, 2025. Thank you so much for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate you. And until I read you again, have yourself a blessed week.